You still doing the cryptocurrency?
Yeah, I started that in 2020. That's when I started doing it during the pandemic.
Okay.
I had time to. Well, everybody had time to sit down and not do nothing, and so that's when I started studying. Because I knew about it because my cousin, my biological dad is Nigerian. Okay. And then I had a cousin that lived in Atlanta. And then I had a girlfriend down there back in the day.
So you already kind of heard about it.
I had heard about it, but me and my sister would laugh about it. But then 2020 came is when I just had time to just sit down and study it. And when I studied it, a light bulb went off. Because I'm thinking, oh, this is a scam. This stuff crazy.
That's what I always look at.
That was always my mindset. But then after I had all of my hours of studying, because I got rid of my schools in 2018.
Okay.
So I had been basically retired, sitting at home, not doing anything. That's when I went online and started joining masterminds, learning about the digital money and stuff.
Okay.
But when I learned about that Bitcoin, that crypto, that's when I started selling all my real estate. My house was paid off, $1 million home. I took all the equity out of that and went all in. Like if Bitcoin went to zero, I'd be broke.
Yeah.
You drifting, homeboy. You cannot live your second childhood, homie. You already.
Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy, Leno XL, Mr. 18 Pockets.
And yo, what's up? It's me, Mr. McGee, a.k.a. Boopy, a.k.a. Born Rich and Leno.
What up, though?
How you feeling, gang?
I feel good. Listen.
There you go.
Do you know what this is? This is 2026, and this is our first episode for 2026.
Yes,
and
Sirski.
It's a bang.
That's a Sirski. Even speaking of that, Leno, before we get started, man, 2025 was a great year, man, not only for us personally, but us in this platform that we created, bro. Our business, man.
We went to the All-Star. We went to the All-Star game for the platform, man.
Did, bro. Definitely. And I definitely want to take the time out to appreciate you, bro. Like you one of the reasons that I enjoy doing this every time we do it. You see what I'm saying? I could be saying, hey, I could do this in my house, find a corner in my house and do it. Like other people telling me to do it. And I'm like, nah, me and my brother got a foundation of how we gonna do it, and we gonna rock out, man. And I'm proud, and all of your other endeavors, man. Y'all make sure y'all support Leno's point of view. Man, I'm just proud of you, bro. I never really get the chance to tell you how proud I am, man.
I appreciate that. You just made me cry.
Nah, you doing some good shit, bro. So I just wanted to make sure we get that out the way, man. Enough of that mushy shit,
Yeah, man. Mushy, man. Came here, how much I owe you?
Yeah, let's get to it,
man. You came here like it. But I appreciate it, though. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, 4 years of the podcast, and last year was our biggest year. Number-wise, view-wise, guest-wise, celebrities have sit right here where this other celebrity is sitting at right now.
Doors been opening. We're getting invited to inside of rooms that without this platform we wouldn't be getting invited to.
Most definitely. And without this platform, Leno's point of view wouldn't, be around hosting gigs, things like that, getting money now. But most definitely.
Booked and busy.
Yeah, we booked and busy a little bit. But most definitely, this platform has absolutely changed my life.
Yeah.
It took me from being a criminal to now I am a businessman, a certified businessman.
There you go.
But I do appreciate you for acknowledging the hard work and the dedication that most definitely we both put into this platform.
There you go. Speaking of business, man, today, man, we got a special guest, man.
Who we
got a entrepreneur.
Yes.
We got an author.
Yes.
We got this man is responsible, man, for, let me say it like this. When I think about perseverance and overcoming, this is the man I think about. This man really, is an urban legend in our hood, right?
Is. Yes.
Yeah, man, we're going to get into it, y'all. Man, we're going
to
to get into it, man. Today, man, we got the amazing Chin in the building with us, man. How you feeling, brother?
Living the dream.
There you go.
Are you married?
No.
So you still a bachelor?
I would say a bachelor. I'm not married. I got a daughter.
I know you got a daughter. Okay. I just say that because I remember, quick thing about him, right? That's my memories of him. Is off camera, when I was bumping my head, I remember you coming to jails, talking, lending out information about halfway houses and getting into a barber school and stuff like that. But I also remember one time, because when you incarcerated, you ain't shit to do. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know it, but I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah, you've been locked up before. Ain't nothing to do but look at magazines and stuff like that. So I remember going through magazines, because that's not hip hop magazines. We got every kind of magazine.
Okay.
Essence, Jet, Ebony. And I remember looking through Ebony magazine, and I see you, Bachelor of the Year. Was it Bachelor of the Year or just a number one bachelor in Nashville?
It was an article on people who had overcame, been to prison, and got out and changed their life.
Okay.
Leno just gonna make this man a bachelor.
Yeah, I know.
Man.
I don't know why the hell I made that up. Okay, I gotta stop telling that story. I always tell people that story. I say, yeah, he was in Ebony magazine and Bachelor of the Year. I gotta stop.
That's how urban legends go, man. Everybody put their little spin on
Everybody
it.
lies.
But today we finna get to the bottom of everything.
Yeah,
Chin,
most
you feel me?
definitely.
Because like I said, I've heard a lot about you. I've heard your story. I've heard about how you had barber colleges all over the city. I know a few of the brothers who graduated a few of your barber colleges, and then they got their own shops. They doing their thing, man.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
we always like to start in the beginning, man. Are you Nashville, born and raised? Nashville?
Yes.
Well, which side of town?
North side. Then we moved to Haynes Manor.
Okay. All right. Nice. What high school?
Maplewood and Hunters Lane.
Maplewood and Hunters Lane.
There you go, man.
I didn't like Maplewood. Maplewood had block scheduling.
Mm-hmm.
4 periods. That's it.
I like Maplewood.
I couldn't stand that.
Maplewood ruined my life. No, shout out to Maplewood, man. All right, so let's get into it, man. So after high school, what did you do after high school? Like any college or anything like that?
Yeah, after high school, I was supposed to go straight to college, because in our house, it was mandatory that you went to college or you got put out the house.
2-parent household at this time?
At this time, yes.
Okay.
So, but I wanted to go to barber school first.
Okay.
And so I went to barber school.
Okay.
And then after I finished barber school in 9 months, then that's when I went to college at Tennessee State.
Okay.
There you go, TSU, Tennessee State.
TSU.
Did you end up graduating college?
Yes, I did graduate from college.
Nice. At the time you were supposed to, or the reason I'm asking that because I know some people might start and then go do something else and then come back.
Because you had a hiccup. You had a hiccup though, right?
Yeah. So my senior year in college, when I got in trouble, that's when I went to prison. And then when I came home, I needed 42 hours to graduate. So I promised my mom that I would take the 42 hours in a year, 18 hours a semester and 6 that summer, and give her that degree. So when I got out of prison, November 15th, 1995, I enrolled back at college January at Tennessee State, and then I walked across the stage at the end of the year.
95, you got out in 95. When did you go? When did you go to prison?
I got in trouble in 93.
Okay.
I ended up doing a year and all, but the case, Metro did the bus, the cocaine bus.
Okay.
And so
at this time, you know, because you got to let our people know.
Yeah.
At this time, it was one of Nashville's biggest cocaine busts.
At that time, it was. That was 1993. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
TSU student, 1990. So look, TSU student, and when you did have a hiccup, it was one of the biggest cocaine busts in Nashville. How do a TSU student get that label? I mean, because in college, man, we broke. We eat noodles. You know what I'm saying? Like, we call it home asking for money and stuff, but you different. So how did this end up happening to you at TSU?
I met somebody, Colombian guy, Carlos Francisco Mendita. And he started bringing in kilos of cocaine, and that's how it happened.
I mean,
right? It's like, where do I go?
But his
from
girlfriend
there?
went to school. We went to school together.
Okay.
And she was from Florida.
Okay.
Nico was in Miami, and so that's made the connection. I used to cut his hair and stuff, and that's how that connection came.
Nice, dude, Joe. I gotta ask you about the family. You know, when I hear a brother say, college was mandatory in my house, then I say, okay, he comes from good stock. He comes from a good family. Did your family ever support your illegal endeavors?
Or did they know about it?
They didn't know. My mom and stepdad didn't know.
So you must not have been you must never been the flashy type guy.
No, I don't have no earrings or tattoos or nothing to this day.
Yeah, I got you. The reason I'm wondering because as we know, it was kilos of cocaine that you was busted with. And that's why the Lord never gave me kilos, because I would have had Lexus and Ferraris and Benzes and all type of shit. So that's why I was wondering, how did you keep it so low key away from your family?
Because I went to school, I had 18 hours a semester, and I didn't want to hurt my mama or disappoint my mama. Nor did I was stupid for dealing drugs, but you can be stupider and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. I mean, if you're going to sell cocaine or whatever, why you going to be flashy? And you begging, you asking for the police.
Asking for the heat. Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's
crazy because I done heard the way you just put it, right? We just recently did Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross, right? We all know his story. But he said the same thing. He says, I live with my mom. I'm getting tons of cocaine, but I didn't flash it. I didn't drive the expensive cars. I didn't have earrings. I didn't have chain. Like, what was your mind? Like, how do you get that mind frame?
Well, one, you got to realize I was not brought up like that. You got to realize.
True. Okay.
My mama graduated from Fisk with a master's degree. My biological dad was Nigerian. He had a doctorate.
Okay.
And taught at universities. Then my stepdad was a minister with a doctorate. So I went to church every Sunday. I was raised with no ma'am, yes ma'am.
Yeah.
So I wasn't in that environment.
Even in high school and college, where you cutting hair? When did you start?
I started cutting hair when I graduated from high school.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go back because you say you wasn't in that environment, which is true. But growing up out North Nashville and growing up in Haynes Manor, and when you started having the illegal activities, you knew other rough people though that was raised totally different from you, right?
Yeah, because I grew up on 18th. Dodge City was right around the corner. I used to be over there and stuff, but I'm talking about in our household.
Yeah.
That's hard, man.
Yeah.
I like that right there.
I like it. All right. Okay. Well, so you go to prison in 93, get in trouble in 93. You get out of prison in 95. What is Chin thinking right then in 95? Is the goal to
November when you come home?
Cut hair, graduate college. What's the goal? What is the new and reformed Chin thinking at that moment?
Well, the day that I got in trouble, when they got busted and I went out on the run, I knew I wasn't going to do that anymore.
Okay.
Actually, I hated drug dealers.
Okay.
But yet I became one. But I despised them.
What you hated about drug dealers?
Just the way that they acted, the way they treated people, the way they talked down to people, all of that.
No. Yeah, that's crazy. Sidebar.
But I became one, but I never looked at myself.
Yeah.
Like
that was me. I didn't look at myself.
I know.
I didn't.
And it's crazy. Sidebar. Like, even when I was dabbling, selling drugs, and then I met Lano, I was like, he don't do it like that. Because I came up with people who treated the customers horrible. And when I met him, I'm like, his customer service is on point. He don't cuss them out or tell them, you better take this and get the fuck out my face. He don't do none of that, man. So that's crazy that you said drug dealers. You always looked at drug dealers like that, like a piece of shit in so many words, man. Dang, that's just crazy to me though, Chin. All right, so you said you get out of jail, right? You knew you weren't gonna do it no more. College was the first goal. You knocked that out.
Yeah, but see, when I got in trouble, I didn't get caught with anything. Somebody else got caught with all that. Metro did the bust.
Okay.
It was not a Fed case at the time. Then the Feds took the case from Metro, and then that's when everybody in Nashville got scared. All the big people that was buying keys or whatever, but I didn't tell on anybody. They know that. All the guys here, a lot of them.
No, we all know that.
Around now,
I never heard that on your name.
Yeah, we never heard that. We know that.
Yeah, but some people, young people, all the older people don't. Because see, I'll be 55 this year, so I'm a lot older than y'all.
Yeah. Well, you whoa. You ain't a lot older than me, man. I'm 52, man. Okay. Nah, I ain't 52. I'm 43.
You right.
Well, yeah.
You is older than us. That's crazy you cleared that up, because that's the hot topic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That a nigga is quick to say you snitched and then you saying you got caught when
and you only did a year.
I didn't get caught with anything. And the way when Metro did the bust and all that, if the feds would have did the bust, I would have got the 30 years to life or whatever. But when I went to court, they sent me to a federal boot camp, okay, where they select 200 people a year out of over 100,000. So at that federal boot camp, it was doctors, lawyers, presidents of banks, computer hackers, insider traders. It wasn't drug dealers there.
Okay.
And most of the 99% of the people there were Caucasian. Okay, so these guys had been to Harvard, Yale, Princeton, places like that. You know,
what they call us? What they call blue collar?
They were
crime?
white collar criminals. Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm around these people talking about Napoleon Hill, Cornelius Vanderbilt, Bob Proctor, Wallace Wattles, all of these gurus, you know. And with me listening to them and talking to them, when I came home, I had a mindset of like a 50-year-old. I was never a barber. Okay. I just went to barber school because one of my old friends that went to barber school, whatever, that was a year older than me, but I was never a barber and it was never going to be a barber, although I cut hair and all that. But I'm thinking, okay, I'm in there. What am I going to do when I get out? I have no money, no job, no driver's license, bad credit, no credit. I get released November 15th, 1995, 28-hour bus ride home from Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. When I touched down in Nashville, one person was there to see me.
Who was that?
My mama.
Your mom, yeah.
Okay? I cut everybody off.
So you cut everybody out while you was already inside?
I cut them off before I left and when I came home.
Yeah.
Everybody was cut off.
Okay.
You know, I got back in church. I'm riding the city bus, shopping at Goodwill, Walmart, eating oatmeal, all of that. But I had already wrote my goals down.
There you go.
See, when I came home, I had to show my mom with a piece of paper. I wrote them down. I'm enjoying making millions of dollars. I'm enjoying buying my mama a mansion. I'm enjoying having real estate. I'm enjoying having my own barber school. I wrote it down as if I had already achieved it.
Yeah.
I learned that from being with those white collar criminals. Okay. And so people thought I was crazy. You know, she hadn't been messed up his mind or whatever. And so I didn't know how I was going to get to barber school. I knew I wasn't going to be a barber, not knocking a barber, whatever. I'm going to stand on my feet all day long. And I'd never be able to retire my mama. And then my sister went to prison too. Yeah. So she was a
Did
senior.
She do a year also?
Yeah, 6 months. She was a year. She was a senior in college. Going to be a nurse. She could never be a nurse because she's a convicted felon. As a man, I felt bad. Yeah. So I got to do something, make some money to help take care of her. So whatever you think about subconsciously, your super subconscious mind, the universe will bring it to you. God will put people in your life. Now, whether you take heed to it.
Yeah,
and so I started back cutting hair at the halfway house, doing that. And then, because nobody would hire me because of my record and all that. Then I ended up I was working at a barbershop. Okay. And it was Demo's barbershop. I ended up buying a barbershop from Demo. Okay. He sold it to me, gave me a great price. And Demo gave me clothes. He had a lot of clothes. He was like the best dresser here. And I can say this on record, flyest dude. Me and him was like the same size. He was on him and Pistol. And so I remember that. And I thanked him for that. And even when he kind of went through his ordeal, I saw him one time. I said, well, you good, man? What can I do? He said, no, man, I'm good. And because I remembered how he helped me. Because a lot of people...
Shout out Demo.
Yeah, shout out him. Because a lot of people, when you down and go through stuff, they're not going to, be there for you or whatever. But I do remember that. And so I bought that barbershop. But I still wanted that school. Because I knew at the school, that was... the first black female millionaire was Madam C.J. Walker. What did she have? A school and hair products. So, and then I remember Mr. Dudley, Joe Dudley.
You're right. She did.
Yeah, Joel Dudley. He had a school and products. Both of them were multi-millionaires. So I'm thinking, okay, if I'm going to do this, I have a level 1 skill set. I'm not the best hair cutter. I don't know how to cut straight hair. Can't use the razor. None of that. I know that.
I have a level 1.
I have a level 1 skill set. But I knew if I applied this level 1 skill set to a level 10 opportunity, that was going to take me to the top of the game, to the NBA of barbering. So I don't care if you got a level 10 skill set, like a lot of these barbers and hairstylists, the best in the world, but they're applying it to a level 1 opportunity, a shot. You'll never make money. You now you're operating at the lowest level of wealth. 4 levels of wealth. First level, implementation. You make money with your muscle. Anybody that makes money with that muscle, they're exchanging time for money. You're going to be broke and tired. and implement them.
Yeah.
True.
We can go through the 4 levels later on. So I didn't want to be at that level. No, second level manager. Now you managing the shop. You managing McDonald's, different color shirt. You making a little bit more money, but you got a lot more headaches because you managing people.
Yeah.
You still broke and tired.
Yeah.
You don't get rich and wealthy and have time freedom or financial freedom until you hit the 3rd and 4th levels. What's the 3rd level? Your mouth. You make money with your mouth, your message. A teacher, a preacher, a singer, they're making money with their mouth.
Yeah.
So now with the school, I can make money with my mouth. I ain't got to be the best haircut or whatever. I can just teach.
Yeah.
And then I knew they had government funding. You can't get no government money. You're a convicted felon. Well, I connected with Miss Velma.
You say that
older
was
Caucasian lady.
Yeah, I saw you.
Had the schools, was making a lot of money. And that's another thing. People don't have to look like you for you to. And then I had to hear all of that noise.
Yeah.
You
with the white woman.
This white woman, you a coon and all. And that's another thing. You can't. God gave you 2 ears, so stuff going one ear and out the other. So you can't listen to them. And you got your circle. You need to be the brokest person and the dumbest person in your circle. If you're not, you're in the wrong circle. So I got Miss Velma and followed the blueprint. I didn't have to know nothing. Just copy and paste. That's how I got the school open. And then I got approved through the state board and all that. She knew the rules and regulations. And then I had all the paperwork, policies, and procedures. The second year, I knew that I could get government funding.
Okay.
If I could just last. So I had a whole raggedy building in Clarkson Highway. Yeah. When I opened 1998, May 28, 1998, I had 0 students.
Yeah, I saw that.
In the physical.
Yeah.
But I had 100 in the spiritual. Every day when I go in that school, 0 physical students, I get on my knees and thank God for 100 students. So you got to preach rain in the drought.
There you go.
And then I finally got 1 student.
Yeah.
My first graduate, Wakey Herford. He got a school on Jefferson.
Okay.
Dang, okay.
And so now I'm praying, thanking God for 200 students. So long story short, I ended up getting accredited, getting all the government funding. So everybody that came, the government was paying me. I'm on federal parole.
Yeah.
At this time. So at this time you're on federal parole while you're making your other, while you're making your goals and your dreams a reality, you're still on federal parole.
I'm on federal parole. See, when I came home, I didn't have anything. People think I had drug money and all that stuff. Yeah. No. I shopped at
I would have thought that,
Walmart, took sack lunches to work, ate oatmeal. I did all of that. Yeah. Lived at the halfway house, then moved back home with my mama. Then she let me drive a Camry with 200,000 miles.
Yeah.
I sacrificed. And then when I opened that school, I only had probably 20 to 30,000 that I had saved. I had a beaver place before that. And then I put all of that in there. And everywhere I went to rent a building to lease it, they told me no. Because they checked my record.
Yeah.
He's a convicted felon.
Yeah.
Then my credit was bad, because I went to prison. And so finally, no means not right now. So finally,
that's all that means.
Mr. Kirk over Jim Crossman. He had the building at that time. He let me rent that building. Roof leaking, just everything. I got it open.
Yeah.
And that's when I connected with Miss Velma doing the paperwork. And then the second year, I was able to get the government money. Yeah. I got accredited. When I went to the accreditation thing, it was 300 people there. Probably about 4 or 5 black people were there. And they thought I was like a kid or something. I was 26 at the time. And you had to go through that process. There's a whole lot of paperwork. Once I got that was like me connecting with the plug again.
Yeah.
See, but this plug got more money than anybody.
Yeah.
The government.
This the government. Yeah.
They print that money up. So they wiring the money into my bank account. Every time a student comes, I'm charged $20,000 or whatever, 19. They're wiring that to me. I just have to train them. And with the barber school, if Leno come in and get a haircut, guess what? And if you own the school and he cutting hair, a student cutting hair all day long, guess who gets the money?
You.
You do.
Okay.
What percentage? 100%. That's like modern day slavery.
Yeah.
Plus he paying to go to school.
Yeah.
And you got your vending machines and all that. So now I'm helping all these guys. I'm going to the prisons, getting them. They don't have nowhere to go, stay or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so I started getting houses and have halfway houses.
Okay.
I go pick people up from prison when they would get out.
Yeah, I remember.
Do all of that. So
you got a good business mind.
But I'm doing God's work.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm serving. Because see, if you do God's work, He will bless you. The blessings come from above because I've been at my wit's end. At the very end, even start these schools and doing all of that. But I've never seen the righteous forsaken nor his seed begging bread. And I told God, if you give me this second chance, give me out, it's gonna be something out here. And so I went from having the smallest barber school in the entire United States.
Oh wow!
To having
the smallest barber school. I seen a picture where you
to the biggest barber school in the United States. See, God said the first shall be last, the last shall be first.
So you started with 0 people.
With 0 students. I ended up having over 200 students at one location. Remember I used to call the rain down?
Yeah.
He
this
did
on
it.
Clarksville Highway, right?
No, that was the smallest one.
Okay.
Then I had it in West Nashville, on Annex, off of Charlotte.
Yeah. Okay.
That was.
I remember that.
That was the biggest. That was the biggest one. 200 students, and you said every student they'll pay you $19,000-$20,000.
$19,500. And the only reason I went up to $19,500 was because I was listening to Jesus, Mr. $17,500 or whatever. And I just changed it on the enrollment agreement.
You just thinking that like I'm legit, right? But I'm listening to this type of music.
You got that trap in me.
And you know what, man? I'm $19,500 a student. So each kid coming is a kilo.
Each kid was a key.
Each student walk through this door is a kilo.
I'm over 200 bricks a year now. You know.
Now, as far as paying it forward, did you have any people that you like took up under your wing and like?
I mean, I taught everything that I knew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know,
so you didn't hold back.
Yeah, they wasn't just learning barber. I'm lead them to God, teach them about real estate, business, credit, everything.
Yeah.
It wasn't just one dude went homeless. I let him stay at the school. People getting their lights cut off, water. I mean, you know, IRAs, a lot of them don't have insurance when somebody die, pay for a lot of funerals. I mean, I did a lot of stuff that I don't talk about.
Nah, that's dope.
That's what's up, man.
That's dope. So it's
very humble. Very humble guy right there. Real. When you say when people that coming into your school fall on hard times, that you extend your hand. And these are things that don't get talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not good that we don't talk about it, but it's good also. Because I think when you do talk about stuff like that, they'll try to say you arrogant. They'll try to say you're this and that. But sometimes, like, just hearing your story and letting people know, because like we just making a joke, people 19,000, but you also saying, nah, man, hold on. A lot of that money went back into the community.
Yeah. And I appreciate when you said you never just wanted to be a barber. So you not just looking at the students in your class or in your school as just barbers. You know what I mean? It's like I want to create other entrepreneurs. I want to create other bosses.
They will graduate and go open their own shop.
Yeah.
For a while they were saying that it was a cult. I was a cult leader down there, and I was gassing them up because they learning. I'm having them read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Who Moved My Cheese, all of these books, The Richest Man in Babylon. So their mindset when they left was not to go work in a shop. They telling people, I'm going to get my own shop. But society is programmed us, well, you got to go have experience. You got to work here. I didn't know. I never ran a school. I never worked at a school. I couldn't even teach, didn't know any of that. But I connected with Miss Vamba, a mentor. She had 30 years experience. So that made me have 30 years experience.
Did you ever have multiple schools running at the same time?
Absolutely.
At the height, how many
Here
number of
I
schools?
had 4 schools.
Okay.
In Nashville.
You ever branch out? Because you said here in Nashville, did you ever branch out to other places?
The way that I branched out, when I had the schools 20 years.
Okay.
Because I said I was going to work till I was 40 and then retire, but I didn't because my schools, they were ministries, they were churches, they was my ministries. And then
sounded like a coach.
I said, what I want to do, I want other people around the United States to be able to do what I'm doing. So the only person that was doing that was Paul Mitchell. Okay? But he was charging $1 million for the franchise. So the only thing I did was really the same thing he did, but it was $1 million. So we got over 2,000 school owners nationwide. So it's a bunch of people like me who have their own schools. If you go to my YouTube, Millionaire Barber, you see all these people that have schools that I interview and they talk about it on social media and all that, because the goal is not to just own a shop or have a salon suite. No, get a school. Then you can get it accredited. The government has unlimited amounts of money. Unlimited. I mean, they wiring $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 each month. And even when I was on federal parole, I had to go see my PO at the federal building on Broadway downtown.
Yeah.
After they don't wire me $100,000 in government money. Here I am on federal parole, and you're wiring me federal funds, and I have to show my paperwork.
Yeah.
Well, you can't get financial. Yes, I didn't go to prison for embezzlement or money laundering.
Yeah.
So that was the law, you know.
Yeah.
Even with financial aid, they was telling a lot of the young black guys, well, you can't get financial aid because you're a convicted felon. Well, the FAFSA, financial aid paperwork says, have you ever been convicted of a felony while receiving financial aid? Have you ever been convicted of a drug felony while receiving financial aid? Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Well,
Most dudes that was selling cocaine or whatever, they weren't getting financial
That's
aid.
a fact.
Yeah.
That's a
So
fact.
you qualify.
So you qualify, most definitely.
Ah, that's fire.
Damn.
That's fire.
The way you put it like that.
Nah, that's fire. So man, all right. So you coming up, you got the schools popping. I heard you say you only did I'm gonna say did 20 years. You sold your schools after 20 years?
I closed them, and then I started doing the online stuff because I noticed the shift.
Yeah, the game was changing.
Yeah, the world. See, disruption happens. You know, the Henry Ford, the car disrupted the horse.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Then we had the 8-track tape.
Yeah.
The cassette tape disrupted that.
Yeah.
Then we had the CD-ROM.
Yeah.
Then Steve Jobs held up a little box. This is going to hold 1,000 songs.
Yep,
That's
streaming.
disrupted. But every time disruption happens, like we used to mail stuff out and lick the postcard.
Yeah.
Email disrupted that.
Yeah.
So when this
Damn, everything you said.
music, we used to have CDs and all of that. They digital now.
Yeah.
Everything has gone digital. And I was noticing that. And I noticed people, they were selling their information online and stuff. And people, anytime you great at something, you the best at something, people are going to ask you, Calvin, Lano, Calvin, man, how y'all do that podcast? Well, how you do this?
Yeah.
For sure they do.
Hey, everywhere I would go, people, man, how you get a school? How can I get government money? How can I get accredited? I already was selling on a little CD-ROM
Okay.
for $500.
You just put me on some game. What
Selling
that
the
do?
game.
And I would buy the
Selling the game.
CD-ROM from the dollar store for $1.
Yeah.
And I'd put the information on there and then sell it for $500.
Yeah.
So when the digital thing came, I'm thinking this is information. I'm helping people make $1 million. I've helped people that once you get a credit, you can charge $20,000, $25,000 still. You'll become a multi-millionaire. So my information was very important.
It was valuable.
So when I got rid of the schools, I learned digital. I joined some masterminds. You know, like the ClickFunnels. I was the first beauty professional to get the ClickFunnels award. That's where you make $1 million online. But see, online, digital, I've worked hard all my life.
Okay.
When I had that barber school, I worked from 8 in the morning to 10 at night.
Yeah.
But with the digital, you work one time. Like when I wrote that book in 2000, The Millionaire Ex-Convict,
Yeah.
man, I wrote that book in a week.
Yeah.
I only wrote that book because when I was in Ebony, all the people wrote into Ebony asking, well, he got out of prison. Well, how did he turn his life around? How did he make his money? All
Yeah.
that.
They
And
had
then
more
the next-
questions.
A month after that, TD Jakes called, and I
was
went to
gonna ask you about
Manpower,
that, yeah.
and I had a Robert Kiyosaki book,
Uh-huh.
Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
And my friend put a fake book cover on it. And we had already mailed out those 4,000 postcards to the people who wrote Ebony. And they had the Ebony article, the book cover, and it said send $15 plus $3.50 shipping and handling. Well, about 3,000 people sent checks and money. This is in 2000, okay?
Yeah.
Before this digital stuff. I had like 50-something thousand. I ain't had no book.
Yeah, you had to get the book right.
Y'all gotta get a book
Then
out.
with the Robert Kiyosaki book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, and the cover, when I'm speaking to 20,000 men at Bishop Jakes Manpower, he zoomed in, prayed for me. This is on YouTube.
Yeah.
I didn't even have sense enough to put a back cover. Preachers got money. Y'all know preachers got money now.
Yeah.
So they buying 100, 200. I go back home. I sold over about $100,000 worth of books, pre-sold.
Yeah.
I ain't had no book.
Yeah.
So I had to write that book. So I locked myself in my room at my mama's house, typed that book up because I took typing.
Okay.
Me and Leon Fisher,
Okay.
Jermaine Fisher's brother, we took typing at Maplewood High School, so I knew how to type. Finished that book. The book was $3 a copy for me.
Yeah.
And then I sold them for $15 plus $15. But I had already pre-sold like $100,000 worth. So I had spent like $15,000, took their money, spent it, and then that's how that book kept going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
It took off.
it just took off. That was in 2000.
Yeah.
That's 26 years ago.
Yeah.
And
That is,
yeah.
man.
What was the I guess the most fascinating place that you saw your book? What was the most fascinating thing you heard about your book?
Well,
yeah.
everybody that has come behind me from prison, whatever, wrote books. I won't name drop and all that because some of them are celebrities and famous. A lot of them all have told me that I inspired them.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
2000, look, 2000, right? 26 years ago.
Damn, we getting old like
right? It's very unheard of somebody coming home, right, from that type of charge and writing a book. And writing a book and coming home from that type of charge and succeeding.
Yeah.
Because without the internet.
That's what I'm about to say, because internet wasn't around then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All this is word of mouth.
YouTube, none of that stuff.
Yeah,
no.
Yeah. This is strictly word of mouth.
This is all word of mouth.
That's boots on the ground. Really working, man. So all right, so then so now you do the book. I mean, I guess I want to get into the logistics of the book a little bit. Now, you type the book up. What's the next step? Once you get it typed, do you find a publisher?
Okay, what I went on the yellow pages back there because that's what we had. I'm looking for somebody to write the book. And the postcard that they sent out to the people who wrote Ebony, those letters, it said the book would be shipped in 4 to 6 weeks. So time is going by, and then the preachers start calling the school. You know how they speak. Yes, can I speak to Mr. Chin? I ordered some books from him. And I'm telling people, don't
answer.
And I'm thinking, then Bishop Jackson said, well, you know, he was going to help mentor me and take me places and I could go. So I started speaking to a lot of churches, just telling that one thing. And them people was paying me. Sometimes I get $10,000 for a little 30-minute speech. I'm thinking, dang, this is crazy. So I had to finish that book. And I typed it up because I had another book and used it as a guide. I didn't plagiarize it. He had 3 brothers and 2 sisters. I had 1 brother and 1 sister. He dedicated his to his mama. I dedicated mine. He had a 1-800 number. Said he did speaking engagements. I got me a 1-800 number. He sold heroin. I sold cocaine. You know, so I just told my story from my point of view.
But you had a guideline.
I put a hook to it to hook the guys in like us. But then I switched, a bait switch with God. Because that's the main thing I want them. So I didn't even do the spell check. That's how stupid I was, man. I could have just hit one button and do a spell check. But I sent that down to Naples, Florida to their printing place. And they said, we're going to send you one back because you got to proofread it. My time was up. Preachers calling and people wanting their books and stuff. I said, you need to send me all them books, 10,000, 5,000, however many I ordered. And they said, no, you got to proofread it. And I said, you need to put the owner on the phone right now. And he said, are you crazy? He said, okay, I'm going to fax you. Because back then we had fax machines. He said, I'm going to fax you this document. When you sign it, that's it, brother. He's faxed it. I signed it. Them books came a couple of days later. Me and my sister, we shipped them out. And from then on, I mean, you got to realize, if you got 5,000 books and they $3 each, that's 15,000. Okay, that you done spent. You selling them for $15, $3.50.
And you got 100,000 already in pre-sale.
Yes, $100,000 worth. But then it just took off like wildfire because see, it's 1 million people in prison. And almost everybody got somebody on dope or done been to prison because that crack era was big back then. So that right there, when they saw me in Ebony, they thought I had some secret. I didn't have no secret. I told them the 3 things what they asked me in Ebony. If you could tell the world, what would you tell them? Put God first, listen to your mama, and never give up. I just didn't sell no more cocaine. And it got back into the church with God.
For sure.
Nah, that was dope, man. So these books go out. You said the spelling is wrong in the books. And then how did you realize the spelling was wrong? Did you get a call?
Because this lady, she was a school teacher. And she had 2 sons in prison. And I had spoke at their church. And that was another thing. Every time I would speak, they'd buy all the books. So I was making money like that too.
So you're getting paid for the speaking engagements and you're up there promoting your book.
And even if they didn't have money to pay me, if they just want me to talk, I would just do it because I'm on fire for God. What he done is done for me. It wasn't about the money. And so she said, well, baby, I love your book, but this right here, she wanted to retype it for me. redo it. And she was showing me, I said, dang, I forgot to hit the spell check. So I went back and made the spelling, you know, everything. Because the guys in prison, they ain't paying no attention to no correct grammar and adjectives and nouns and stuff.
Yeah.
That's where I saw your book at. Like I said, I was in jail. Yeah, I was in jail. I saw the book. Matter of fact, I want to say somebody like gave me the book. When I gave it, like, read it. You know, when you looking for stuff to read.
Yeah. You was doing speaking engagements in jail and prisons also?
I would go to prisons. I was traveling to all the prisons, going to a lot of churches, because you got to realize, 2000, I was in the Ebony magazine. That's like the biggest thing a black person could do.
Yeah,
it was a full page with my mug shot and me sitting on my mom's Cadillac in my church suit.
So that looked like it was your Cadillac.
It was my mom.
But I'm saying, I'm saying when you looking at your story, right? Because people gonna say getting caught with that amount, not getting caught, but having that label on you, you came home to millions of dollars still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We see you in a nice suit. When you have cell phone up to your ear or something.
Probably did.
Yeah, and then you had the new Cadillac. Yeah. At those times, I'm thinking,
he's still doing something like that.
Man, he's still balling, man. You know what I'm saying?
See, a lot of guys came to my school, Wakey, Terrell, all them came, because they thought that I was still plugged. I didn't know that till later on. But I'm talking about God and church and this and that. And finally they said, he's real, you know.
That's
this time Big Meech moving, man. You moving.
Crazy. All right, so all right, now you get the books out. Your books is popping. Then so after the books, you said this is 2000.
In 2000, because that's Ebony. Then I spoke at Manpower, TD Jakes. 20,000 people.
Yeah, and I know you said you end up closing the shops, and when was it, like 2018?
The schools, 2018.
I mean, the schools, my bad.
And then that's when I went all digital, because I said, you know what? I'm going to take what's in my brain, what I know, because we're all expert at something. And I'm going to start marketing on YouTube. That's when social media and everything had already came. So I'm thinking, let me learn this Instagram and all that. And when I joined those masterminds, because with the masterminds, it wouldn't be nobody that looked like us. Wasn't no blacks there. A lot of the masterminds, I'd be the only black person there. I remember joining Coach Burke, Michael Burke. He live out in Franklin now. I think he got a jet. But back then, he didn't have any of that. And I had paid him quite a bit of money and joined this program, but I didn't mind investing in myself to learn. Sure. And that's when he talked about specialize. See, you got to be a specialist. The specialists make the most money. You know, if you're going to be a barber, well, specialize in beards. On social media. Because now if you're the beard guy, Rick Ross, everybody's going to come for that beard. See, the people that made the most money, even doctors, a specialist, a kidney doctor, or whatever. So my main thing was,
I'm a good doctor, but I specialize in this.
So that's how you separate yourself from the pack. And then the world looks at you like me. I'm Millionaire Barber. That's the dude that teach people how to open schools. If anybody want to open up a school, they know it's me. I got NDAs with certain people, celebrities, all type of people who have money, NBA players, NFL. Everybody got somebody in their family that's a barber, hairstylist, or nail tech. So they know me. Because if you go online, that's the dude. And all I did was took the information that was in my brain, recorded it step by step by step. And typed everything up. And that program is $19,000.
Give them the game.
Now,
selling the game.
They just click a link and have access to everything. I have no overhead. So now I'm running a multi-million-dollar operation with a cell phone and a computer. No light bill, water bill. I ain't got to deal with no employees, none of that. I made money at the schools and all my other businesses, but I had a lot of overhead. With the digital stuff, there was no overhead. So I pivoted to that, you know, because of what I told y'all, disruption. And then 2020 came.
Let's get into it.
See, when 2020 came, the pandemic, everybody had to sit down. I was already sitting at home. You know, from 2018, when I got rid of the schools, I was just sitting at home with my mama. You know, so I was already used to being in the house, but it was killing everybody else. But I was in the house behind my computers and stuff, and I was already online doing Zooms and stuff in the beauty industry, but people thought he's crazy because no beauty professional was doing that. So that's when I started studying Bitcoin, the crypto. Read the white paper, did all that, and that's when I noticed it was a pattern. In 2012, Bitcoin was $100. Okay, the average price was $100.
The average price, okay.
Every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin being produced is cut in half.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. You saying the production of it.
The production.
Yeah.
So in 2016, guess how much Bitcoin was? $1,000. So it went from 100 to 1,000.
Yeah.
It 10x. Okay? Now, 2020, 4 years later, every presidential election, just to break it down, that's when the Bitcoin halving has.
Okay.
2020, guess how much the average price of Bitcoin was?
How much?
10,000.
So you saying it's 10x?
It's 10x.
Every time.
Yeah,
every
Are
4
we
years.
noticing that?
Yeah.
So it's like, dang. And I'm doing all the other studying too. And imagine if only 21 Air Jordans will ever be created in the whole wide world. Would you want one of them?
Yeah.
And every year, every 4 years,
they go up to 10.
More people will want them and less is being produced.
Yeah.
But it will only be 21 ever created. And not only top of that, the most powerful man in the world comes to Opryland Hotel and he tells you, we're going to be the Bitcoin crypto capital of the world. And you're going to be very happy. Buy Bitcoin. He's telling you what to buy. And you notice that Elon Musk, all of the rich people, the people in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, buying all this stuff.
Yeah.
This one thing. And you have the opportunity to get you a piece. Just, you don't have to buy a whole key. A whole key is a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Or I can't afford a key. Well, get you a gram. Get your 8 ball. Get you a 16. Get you a little piece.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm noticing. So I'm telling all my partners, because they in real estate too and doing all that, man, you need to sell all your houses. This right here is better than real estate.
Yeah.
But they haven't done the studying.
So once you done the studying, because I remember off camera, you was like, at first you was looking at it as a scam.
Exactly. I sure did. I thought it was a scam, risky, just like everybody else.
Yeah,
so I understand people on that set that mind frame because I was there. Yeah, but they haven't done their research. We quick to say something and we have not done our research.
That's a fact. And that's what I was going to ask you. So what do you say to a person like Lano?
What I do, the same thing I do. I tell them, do your research.
Yeah.
Because once you do your research...
You selling it to me, though. I like that.
Once you do your research, and that's the thing, I don't make no money if you go buy Bitcoin or you buy Bitcoin. I don't make nothing.
Yeah.
I have programs of people come to me because they scared and they want me to do certain things, set up all of their stuff, but I don't make no money for nobody buying Bitcoin, but success leaves clues. Trump, they have the second largest Bitcoin mining company in Texas. And I'm not being prejudiced on here.
Okay.
If all of these wealthy Caucasian people are buying this, see, back in the day, what was they buying? Real estate.
Yeah.
Okay? JP Morgan, all these top hedge fund companies, they're taking their wealthy, multi-millionaire clients, and guess what they're telling them to buy?
What's that?
Bitcoin. Now, the banks and all these people have been all telling everybody it's a scam. Don't buy that. Guess what they was buying behind our back?
Bitcoin.
I done been put out almost every bank in Nashville. I done been to all of them. I could go down the list. Now, some of them I was able to wire a lot of money to get the Bitcoin and all that. I went all in. Okay, 2020. Average house, 400,000. All right? Bitcoin average price was 10,000. We'll say, Lano XL says, man, I'm going to do this Bitcoin thing, and he take his 400,000 and buy 40 Bitcoin. Calvin, Mr. McGee, man, I'm doing this real estate, man. Man, you crazy. I'm sticking with this.
Yeah.
Because that's what he's comfortable and all his homeboys, they build the 2 houses on one lot and do all that. I get that. I've been there.
Okay.
I've been there, so I understand that. They're not there. But now, today, do you know how much one Bitcoin is?
How much?
Today, right now, as we stand, is 90,000. Okay. How many did he get?
He had 40.
He got 40. 40 times 90,000 is what? 3.6 million.
Some with a 3.6.
Okay. Now, how much work did he do?
None.
You still out here trying to flip houses.
Yeah, headaches.
2-on-1 codes, permits,
and real estate crazy now.
Now, and then just take you a while to buy it. Now, you ain't 10x your money, but not only that, Bitcoin is the most valuable asset in the world. When he bought them 40 Bitcoins, guess what he did? Since he's in our Apex Alpha group, he knows how to borrow against that with no credit check and no paperwork. Ain't no paperwork, ain't no credit check for Bitcoin when you borrow. So now, he borrowed another $200,000, and guess what he did with the $200,000?
What, got back in the real estate?
Bought more work. Bought more work,
okay.
more Bitcoin.
More Bitcoin. Okay.
He bought him 20 more, so now he got 60. 60, 6 times 9 is what? 54.
Now we got
5.4 million. Now, anytime he needs some money, guess what he do?
I go and borrow.
He go and borrow some cash, borrow from it. Now, when you get a loan, guess what? Do you pay tax on the loan?
No, you don't pay tax on the loan.
It's just like when you buy real estate, you pull equity out, you don't buy. Capital gains on the crypto? No. So
he thinking about
so even a person that's got 401k, equity in their house, most people got equity in their, but in our mindset, the goal is to what? Pay our house off. What if you took $100,000 out and it bought the Bitcoin? Well, now I got a mortgage. Well, you borrow from the Bitcoin, pay that mortgage up for the year and pay all your bills, and now you're retired. Well, what about if you got to pay the loan back? You never pay the loan back. You lose money if you pay the loan back on the Bitcoin. Because of the Bitcoin CAGR, the compound annual growth rate, that's going to go up higher. See, if you borrow $100,000 at 10%, because of the rule of 72, 10 divided by 72, that's when the loan would double, 7.2 years. That's when that 100,000 would double. Well, if you put it in Bitcoin, it's done 10x before the 7.2 years. Yeah. So now you done paid that back. So now you never work. Now, if it keeps going in this pattern, see now more and more people are becoming familiar with Bitcoin, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's not the boogeyman like it was when I first
heard. And the production is going lower and lower. Remember the halving?
So they still cut.
But more and more people, remember every 4 years it cuts
because of production.
But more and more people are wanting it. Now the big institutions, BlackRock and all them buying $1 billion worth, 500 million worth. Now guess what? The banks are into it. Now guess what? The mortgage companies, it's an asset now, just like a house. Yeah. Okay. Now some restaurants are taking it. See, the United States just represents 4% of the world.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother 96%. Where some countries, all they want is Bitcoin. And every time, see, you don't understand the history of the US dollar. You have to go back and study that. The Federal Reserve, do you know what the Federal Reserve is? That's not the government.
No.
That's some individuals. That's some men. And every time we get loan money, guess what they do? They print up more money. Yeah. See, money used to be backed by gold. In 1933, you know what Franklin D. Roosevelt did? He made everybody turn their gold in. Gave them $20 an ounce. If you didn't turn your gold in, guess what? You went to prison.
Shout out to him,
and
man.
then, when everybody turned their gold in, guess what they did?
What's that?
They pimped them. They put the price of gold at $35 an ounce. They gave you 20 as you done turned it all in and raised it to 35. Yeah. And so for every dollar that was printed, they had to have $40 worth, 40 cents worth of gold to back that. But in 1971, 55 years ago, guess what happened? Gold was not backed in the dollar no more. Now, the US dollar they just printed and it ain't backed by nothing. If you go to the gas station right now with $1 and you send your child in and your daughter to play basketball, you send her to buy, so what can she buy?
Yeah.
Nothing. You know why?
Why?
Because the dollar's been debased. Yeah. It's been devalued.
Yeah.
Not the inflation and all that. No. See, things that keep us dead, that value goes down. Products that keep us dead.
Yeah, I got you.
A big flat screen TV, how much does that cost now?
About $200-300.
Thank you. Well, why is it that food costs so much?
Yeah.
See, is it? See, these are things people never thought about.
Yeah.
But that flat screen TV, what food shouldn't cost that much. Now you don't need no slaves out there doing all this. You got machines that'll do the work of 10,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I wonder.
And then the food, it ain't even real. So why should it cost so much? Yeah. So even in 1971, when it wasn't backed by that, guess what? Everybody's buying oil from the Saudis.
Yep.
Okay? Yep. All the countries buying oil from the Saudis. Yep. But you know what the United States did? Hey, make China, Russia, Germany, make them use U.S. dollars only to buy your oil. Mm-hmm. We're going to give you protection. We're going to give you full immunity. Have you ever seen one of them locked up over here? No, you haven't. Have you ever seen one of them in trouble? No. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen the powers that be bombing them or doing anything with them, messing with them? No, you have not. They have full immunity. So now, and they have all of that money. Okay? Because the United States said we'll protect you for all that. So now, that's what happened with that. But China, Russia, all these people, we almost $40 trillion in debt. Okay, you get a credit card and you run that up. Then you get another credit card to pay them bills and run that up. Yeah. Then another credit card. That's what the United States has been doing. Mm-hmm. Every time they print up more money like they did in 2020 and all that, everybody had money or whatever, the money's devalued. And Bitcoin is more valuable. Just because Bitcoin is $90,000 right now, that's the price of it. That's not the value.
Just one.
For just one. Do you know how much one cost when it first came out? A penny. Okay? Now, people are going to always tell you, well, I don't believe in that or whatever. Okay, just like Mr. Muhammad that had the taxi service. Hey, Mr. Muhammad, there's going to be a business and it's called Uber. Yeah. And anybody be able to drive the car. Oh, so you mean to tell me my wife at 2 a.m. go get in the car with Lano XL and she don't even know him and expect her to take him home? Yes. Guess what happened to his taxi company, his $1 million taxi company? Out of business. Yep. Hey, they're going to have some food where they're going to drop it off at your door. Oh, you mean to tell me they're going to drop this juice off and some food and you think I'm going to drink it and eat that?
Yeah.
Well, there's a car coming and it'll self-drive itself and you won't have to, so you mean to tell me I can take a nap back there and go to sleep and it's going to drive me and drive better than a human? Yes. Yeah. It's happened way more.
Yeah,
so
damn.
When people, this disruption, now when the robots, they already built the robots.
I was in a hospital, y'all, and I'm walking. And I won't never forget this. It just happened to me recently. A robot is going through the hallway. His name is Lloyd. Uh-huh. And guess what he was doing?
What was it?
Dropping out food from the cafeteria, going to the destination.
Yeah.
Blew my mind.
Yeah.
Right? The food was in like a little thing, and when it get to the reception woman, she opened it, took it, and then he just turned around.
Yep, go to the next spot.
I'm like, ain't no way this is true.
Yeah, but everybody's going to have a robot sooner or later. Elon Musk has already built them. Imagine if you had a helmet on, Mr. McGee had a helmet, Shin got a helmet, Lano XL got a helmet with all these wires hooked to it. It's recording all of our movements. And they take that one chip and put it in that robot. He's a superhuman. He can do all of these different things that all of us can do.
No, that's true. It was getting out of our way. Like, look, I'm walking and it'll stop, move over. I got a 2-year-old. So you know how 2-year-olds are.
Yeah.
Look, my 2-year-old got beside, like, and it stopped.
Yeah.
It'll get out your way. It won't go. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, this is crazy.
Nah, it's a superhuman,
so
man.
People, I understand their mindset and all that. Like, with how many pennies in $1?
100.
Okay. Pennies are to the dollar. All right. Satoshis are to the Bitcoin. Is that making sense? Satoshis are the pennies. The Bitcoin is the dollar.
Okay.
How many Satoshis in the Bitcoin? You don't know that, do you?
Nah.
100 million.
Woof.
One day, we'll probably be gone, but our kids, one day a Satoshi's going to be worth $1. See, that's why they stocking up on all this. Before we gone, one Bitcoin will be 10 million or $15 million. And the thing about it, you never, ever have to sell it. Because when you need some money, guess what you do?
Just borrow.
You just borrow against it. So people doing the real estate, doing all of this other stuff, if they don't get them a little piece, they're going to be sorry. So, you know, although I went all in and mortgaged my house, and that's because I understand it.
Yeah. You did the research. You put the work in.
I put the work in, but I didn't have to put the work in.
Yeah.
So you don't have to put the work in on this earth. All you have to do is find an expert and copy off them. People say, well, you put the work in with the school. Well, technically, I've got the blueprint from Miss Velma, and she worked everything, and I just copied everything. Well, you put the work in on the Bitcoin. Yeah, I did, but technically, I paid some guys. One of my coaches on the crypto, I've never seen this guy.
Okay.
I meet with him once a week on Zoom, have never seen him. So if you pay an expert, you don't have to study for no test. Why I got to study for a test? All I got to do is pay you and cheat off of you. In school, they train us and brainwash us not to partner.
Yeah.
If you partner, you're cheating.
Yeah.
See, Solomon, the wisest man in the Bible, he partnered with King Pharaoh. It's all about who you partner with. You know, everybody say, well, cheating is it? No, I just partner with the best people. I find the best person in that field. I'll pay them or whatever and partner.
And cheat on
Get the information.
Yeah. That's dope.
That's simple.
Nah, that's dope, man. That's dope, Jen. You know, we could do this all day, man. This shit is dope, man. But
good shit, man.
Before we wrap it up, though, Chen, I gotta ask, man. That the icing on the cake, man. You got a real good resilient story and the whole nine, man. But I never hear you speak of a Mrs. Chen, man. What are you doing? You dating? You single? What's going on with you?
But my number one priority is my daughter because I'm 54. I just had my first child.
Okay,
that's me.
Late bloomer like Lane.
I'm a late bloomer too, man. Yeah. I'm 43. My son, I just told you my son's 2. That is my
so that's who I'm married. That's my number one priority, and that's been the best thing.
Don't give us that politically correct. Listen,
no, I ain't giving you politically correct. As far as money,
is it any women in your life?
Yeah, I dated. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what we're saying. Okay.
You better clean it up. She watching.
Of course, she watching. Yeah.
All right.
I know. Hey, he don't sound too sure.
Yeah, I don't know what you sound, man.
Nah, shout out to you, brother, man. That's dope, man. We'll let you this time, bro. You can tell the people how they can get in touch with you, follow you, or support anything you got going on,
some
man.
Good shit, man.
Everything is Millionaire Barber. That's it.
Yeah.
On Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, millionairebarber.com, TikTok, it's Millionaire Barber.
Yeah. Y'all go support, man.
And you already know how I'm gonna get to this, man. I'm gonna end it just like this, man. Listen, fight over your perseverance, invest in yourself.
Yeah.
You don't have to automatically be the first to know how to do something. It's okay to copy and paste. It's okay to follow a blueprint, right? Follow your blueprint. Follow a blueprint. You can add it, tweak it, whatever you want to do. But to succeed doesn't mean that you guys to do it first. You know what I'm saying? Listen, congratulations. I want to tell you something, man. You have been somebody I have read about, somebody that I have tried to always just follow. Me and my brother here, we have talked about you all the time. Even when I want to say it's been a minute since we tried to get you on this show.
I probably got DMs of 3 years ago reaching out to the brother.
So I think you didn't reach out to us until we got bigger. But hey, man.
I didn't see it.
No, I don't know. But I do want to say we appreciate you 100%, bro. We love your story. We love how you overcame. And we also just love the business mind of what you look. You got me thinking now. You know what I'm saying? Now I don't think it's a scam.
Disruption is good. That's what I took from this conversation. Disruption.
That's the title of the show.
Yeah, because disruption is good. Don't fight it. That's what I noticed about your story. You never fought against disruption. You evolved.
Yeah.
You evolved with it. You know what I mean? Because we all can get stuck in our ways and be like, yeah, I ain't doing that Bitcoin thing. That shit feel like a scam. But you like, hold on, let me check it out and see what's up, man. So, man, dope story, bro. Man, learned a lot, homie.
And you already know how I'm going to end this thing. Listen.
Let's get it.
Great conversation. I got 2 things, though, man. Get money, stay true. Stay true, get money.
Man, listen up, people. If nobody told you today that they love you, let me be the very first person to tell you that I love you, I love you, I love you, man. Peace.